Revelations chapter 12 and 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, Now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power, and the power of his Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before Yahweh day and night. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto death. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Bakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to you, Aki. I'm pushing this word with truth, sincerity, and with charity. Presenting your bodies as a living sacrifice. We who are ready to live salute you. All right. So, I just want to go into this lesson, man. All right, and it's basically, well, I'm gonna call it a perfect testimony. Okay, a perfect testimony. All right. Let me grab another one. Right. This is Isaiah 8:20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. Right. And basically, all right. Matter of fact, let me get another one. Right. So we have this testimony. All right. This is Revelations 19 and 9. And he saith unto me, Right, blessed are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb. And he saith unto me, These are the true sayings of Yahweh. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. Okay, so and this testimony that we have has to be we have to give it as is. We can't change anything in this prophecy, man. All right, okay. And I want to grab something real quick. Right, I basically asked ChatGPT that if somebody is on stand in a court and they tell one lie, is their entire testimony thrown out, right? It says, great question. The idea that if a person tells one lie on the stand, their entire testimony is thrown out is not entirely true, but is based on a real legal principle with important limits. The legal premise, the legal principle, falsus in uno, falsus in omnibus, right? Latin for false in one thing, false in everything. All right. That's why we have to keep this word as is. Hey, like my brother, the elderman Jeremiah in Chicago, his channel handle was GMS teach what was taught. All right. So, hey, we have to teach this word as it is, man. And if we take one thing out, then the entire testimony is false. Meaning, if a witness is found to have intentionally lied about one part of their testimony, the jury or judge may choose to distrust the rest of their testimony. All right? But yeah, that's pretty much what I want from that, man. Okay? Because what does the scripture says? Hold on. This is Galatians 5 and 9. A little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. Okay, okay, all right. You put, you got a big ass ball of dough. You planning on make a piece of, pizza with it, and you throw one turd in that shit. One, the whole thing shit, man. All right, the whole thing shit. All right, and that's why Yahweh Shemi Shai has raised up men to give to give the true counsel. All right. Okay. Matter of fact, let me grab. This is Acts 20 and 26. I take you to record I take you to record this day that I am pure from the blood of all men, for I have not shunned to declare unto you all the counsel of Yahweh. All right. So we have to give this word, all of it. We can't remove anything. We can't alter anything. All right. And that's why we are pretty much defenders of the gospel. Okay. So all these other guys that are basically, as the scripture says, they have belied the Lord, right? We're given the true sense, okay? We're given the true sense, all right, and the true understanding, all right? Okay, because what the scripture says, hold on. Okay, all right. Um, right. Deuteronomy 4 and 2. You shall not add unto the word which I command you, can't command you, neither shall ye diminish aught from it, that ye may keep the commandments of Yahweh your power, which I command you. Right. So yeah, man, we have to give the true sense and the true understanding as it was given, man. All right. This is Proverbs 30 and 6. Add thou not unto his word, lest he reprove thee, and thou be found a liar. Okay. All right. So we have to give it the word as it was given, man. All right. Let me grab another one. Right. Okay. Right. This is Galatians 1 and 8. But though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. Okay? So this is very serious, man. All right? So we can't be mishandling the word, man, like we see a lot of guys doing right now. For whatever reason, whether it be filthy lucre, for their own self-grandization, all right, whatever reason they have, man. All right? There's great dire consequences to doing that, man. As we said before, say I now again, if any man preach any other gospel unto you than that ye have received, let him be accursed. Okay, you know. All right, and why you got these Christians talking about y'all cursing? First of all, yeah, we use harsh language, but cursing is wishing ill on someone. All right, and even in that, the scripture says there's reasons to curse people, and this being one of them. All right, and we definitely put curses on false prophets, man, that are leading our people astray, man. All right, you know, and the Lord commands us to do so as we read, right? You know, because what did hold on. Right, this is Philippians 1 and 15. Some indeed preach Hamashiach even of envy and strife, and some also of goodwill. The one preached Hamashiach of contention, not sincerely. All right, that's why we say, we give double honors, and we honor you brothers that are preaching this word with truth and sincerity, man. All right, so we have to be sincere, man. We have to have faith unfeigned, supposing to add affliction to my bonds. All right, but the other of love, knowing that I am set for the defense of the gospel. All right, so the true sons of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua being risen up in these last days to defend the gospel. All right, okay, all right. What then, notwithstanding every way, whether in pretense or in truth, Hamashiach is preached, I therein do rejoice, yea, and will rejoice. Right, and the apostles and elders and the brothers have been saying for years, you don't really have to be in GMS. All right, but as long as you hold this gospel, all right, you are of Yahweh Shai, man. You are of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. If you have the proper gospel, if you have this proper testimony. All right, the perfect testimony, man. All right, And this is the only testimony, all right, that's going to overcome death. All right, this testimony is going to overcome death. It's overcoming Esau, Edom, man. It's overcoming all the lies, man. It's overcoming everything, man. This is the sword that we were given. It's a spiritual sword, man. All right, which is this testimony, man. And that's why it's so very important that we preach the gospel as it is, man. All right. Okay. All right. Hey, because as the scripture says, we're gonna eat the fruits of our own words, man. They got a saying in the world, you're gonna eat your words, man. All right. The scripture says, by your words shall you be justified, and by your words shall you be condemned, man. All right. This is James 3:7. For every kind of beast and birds and serpents and of things in the sea is tamed and have been tamed of mankind. But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poisons. All right, and it's been many times that I may have slipped in my tongue, or I broke down the scripture wrong, and I've had a brother come, hey, no, this is what it's saying, and very adamantly, because they understand the gravity of belying the Lord, of lying on the Lord, or even saying just because you could be sincerely wrong, your intents may not be to tell a lie or break something down wrong, but it can happen. All right, and that's why we go back. See, that's why, our elders and apostles, they show, they're the men that have great integrity, right? Because if they break something down wrong or they misquote something, all right, because the scriptures talk about how a man slippeth in his speech, but yet not in his heart, right? Okay, they will go back and make a video and say, look, I broke this down wrong, Salakia. They will make a correction. Whereas you have guys like Nate, all right, and the men under him who have videos contradicting themselves, all right. Just for an example, they have a video. They have videos basically saying that hell is a condition. You don't burn in hell. That's not true. But then now they're teaching that there is a hell, and all these videos are up. Okay, and that's why the scripture says all tables are full of vomit, man. All right, these guys are flailing all over the place. They're vomiting all over the place, and they refuse to clean it up, man. All right. Therewith we bless Yahweh and the Father. Slaki. Therewith we bless God, even the Father. Slaki. Therewith we bless Yahweh, even the Father, and therewith curse we men, which are made after the similitude of Yahweh. Out of the same mouth proceedeth blessing and cursings. Brethren, these things ought not to be so. And how do we curse? Okay, you by lying to the people, man. All right, just like you have certain caps telling our people that the MOTB isn't the CHIP, man. Okay, well you just curse those people because you've leading them down to a path of destruction, man. But we bless by telling the truth, man, by giving them the true sense, and which will lead to salvation, man. These things are very, very important, man. Okay, and that's why I called this lesson a perfect testimony, man. All right, a perfect testimony. Our testimony has to be perfect, man. All right, this is what's gonna overcome death. This is what's gonna overcome our enemies, man. This is what's gonna overcome this flesh, man. All right. So this is very important, man. I'm gonna get one more scripture. I'll probably end it on that note, man. All right, this is Revelations 22:18. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book. If any man shall add unto these things, Yahweh shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. All right, okay. And that's something we don't want no parts of, man. All right, so that's very important that we check ourselves in what we're teaching, man, and also what we're living, because as Scripture, what Paul said, "You are my epistles, written on your heart." Roughly paraphrasing, I'm roughly paraphrasing, man. Oh, let me grab it, man, and I'll come back to this. Um, This is 2 Corinthians 3 and 2. Ye are our epistles written in our hearts, known and read of all men. For as much as ye are manifestly declared to be the epistle of Hamashiach, ministered by us, written not with ink, but with the Spirit of the living power, not in tables of stone, but in fleshy tables of the heart. All right. We know the Hebrew word for heart is la'ah, which is our mind. All right. So, the way we live and the way we reason, all right, is also a testimony as well. We have to become literally what we're reading. Although we do make mistakes, we're not perfect. We go off, you know, but our life has to reflect what we're reading, basically, is what I'm saying, overall, right? So, yeah, let me go back to, right. Yeah, I'm gonna read that again. It's Revelations 22 and 18. For I tested, so I te- it's lucky. For I testify to every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book. If any man shall add unto these things, Yahweh shall add unto them the plagues that are written in this book. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, Yahweh shall take away his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city and from the things which are written in this book. All right. So yeah, man. Okay, and that's something that we definitely do not want any parts of, man. All right. So we have to break down this word directly and correctly, man, as it is, man. The apostles and elders, the apostles and elders on down have given us the blueprint. All right. We have the scripture says, "Take heed how ye build," man. All right. You can't go onto a work site with your own damn blueprint, man. All right, and just do what the hell you want. We have to, as Scripture says, other men have labored and you are entered into their labors, man. So as we are building um, upon that foundation of the apostles and prophets, you know, we have to build according to the instruction. Just like when Solomon built the temple, it was according to the fashion of that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua showed him, man. All right, there was a blueprint. There was a way that it had to be built. It's the same thing with this word, man. You know, it's the same thing with this word, man. So we have to be very, very careful. You know, what we're feeding the sheep, and how we're building, man. Because the consequences of doing our own thing, as far as this word is concerned, are very dire and detrimental, man. And they will have lasting effects all the way into the kingdom. All right, you know, and they would definitely determine whether or not we're delivered or not, man. So yeah, it's a little lesson I wanted to do. I hope there's some edification within it. With that, I'd like to give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, about Shem, Yahushua, about Shem Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you, Akim. Shalom to next time.